Welcome to the Kerbal Space Center tour. There's the spaceplane hangar, the Astronaut Complex, the Research and Development Building, the Tracking Station, the Vehicle Assembly Building, and the Mystery Building, which I think will be an office where you can get contracts and exchange resources in the future, but that hasn't been implemented yet. And there's the exit button that will take you out of the game. We will go to the spaceplane hangar. If you look at the top left, there are buttons that will allow you to choose different parts: the pods, propulsion, control, structural, aerodynamic, utility, and science. And the last one there will allow you to save parts of your rocket so you can use it again later. In the middle section, you've got the parts on the left, the action groups, which will allow you to program buttons to perform certain actions, the crew, where you can select and deselect people. Then you've got the name of your craft. You can click there and change the name. And then the section where you've got the flag. You can assign a specific flag to your mission. And on the top right hand side, you got some important buttons. The blue one is new, to create a new craft. The folder allows you to call up and load old craft that you've made. There's the save icon to save the craft you're currently working on. The green one will launch it. We'll send it either to the runway or to the launch pad, depending on where you are in the game. And the ubiquitous exit button, which seems to move around depending on where you are in the game. That will take you back to the Space Center itself. On the bottom left hand side, you've got symmetry mode, which will allow you to balance things on your craft. Then angle snap, which will help you adjust where you place things. The bottom of that section, you've got center of mass, center of lift, and center of thrust, which can help you plan out how to make your craft. The next thing to show you is that if you right click any object, a little menu like that should come up, and what you can do from there is to adjust the certain parts. So here you've got electric charge. There's really no reason to adjust that. But at the beginning of the game, if you're doing campaign mode with monopropellant, just take it right out of your ship altogether. You don't need it. It adds extra weight. And this is the Astronaut Complex. Basically, this is where you hire astronauts. On the left-hand side, you've got the guys in the blue outfits who want to be recruited. If you go to the right of their stats, their courage and stupidity stats, you can go to the check mark, click on that, and they will be hired, and that'll put them into the available group, as you see selected there. The old guys have got the orange suits. The new guys will have the white suits. The funny thing is, the orange suits, once they leave the spacecraft, turn white. I'm thinking there's something in those suits that indicates unsafe chemicals in the air, and nobody's told them that, or they haven't figured it out yet. But I'm thinking the old suits are ones they found laying around, and the white suits are ones they've built. It seems that a lot of what the Kerbals are doing is based on technology somebody else had come up with at some time. Speaking of which, this is inside the Research and Development Building. On the top left-hand side, you got the Technology tab. That'll take you to the Tech Tree. What's in green you've got, what's in gray you don't have. As you learn more things will become available. This is the Science Archives tab. You click on that and it'll keep track of all the research that you've already done and tell you what experiments you have done, and maybe it can inform you as to where there are gaps in your knowledge and things that you can do. This is inside the tracking station. On the left-hand side there, you've got the flights in progress, and right now it's just the not quite spacecraft. But as you do more things, that section will fill up. On the top side there, you've got a list of the possible things available. You got debris, probes, rovers, landers, ships, stations, bases, EVAs, and flags. If you click on those, only that type of unit will show up in your flights in progress, which will help you search things a little easier. On the right hand side, you've got a couple of tabs. I is for information about what you've currently selected, and the other one with the Kerbal will allow you to look at the crew that's in the craft you've got selected in your flights in progress. On the bottom left corner, you got some important things. The one on the left will recover whatever craft you have selected, so you can collect the science and whatever. The one in the middle will cancel the flight, so it will go away, and so will its crew, as far as I know. The one on the right is the fly button, so if you click on that, whatever you've currently selected, you will be able to control. This is the vehicle assembly building, or the inside of it. Basically, this is where you build the rockets. All the controls are just like in the space plane hangar. And the big difference is with the rockets, you build them vertically, with the space planes horizontally. And that's the tour. Thank you very much.